we have we have so many candlestick patterns. For instance, we have the engulfing bar, we have the doji candlestick, we have the dragonfly doji pattern, we have the gravestone doji pattern, we have the morning star, the evening star, the hammer, the arami, and the tweezer. But out of these candlesticks, the most common ones that we normally use is the engulfing bar, the doji. Mostly we almost make use of everything. The morning star, evening star, tweezer. Yeah, we actually make use of everything. So let us go into details now. Like the main. Let me see if I can show you the type of, if Google can show us, understand, so that you can see the graphical representation before I explain the psychological meaning of those candlesticks. Because people believe that torí pé mo ti kàánú, we have seen it in a book that doji is a reversal candlestick. Then that means that if I should see doji in a chart, that means the trend of the market wants to change. No, the person that said doji is a reversal candlestick is not lying. But actually making use of, before you can actually make use of reversal candlestick, before you can actually make use of, I'm coming, let me try and attend to those people that said it. Okay, as I was saying, before you can actually say okay, the reversal candlestick is valid, there must be some other, how will I call it, there must be some other confirmation that would have been met. Well, we are actually going to get there. Like I said yesterday when I told people that the two things that moves the market, understand, support, resistance, supply, and demand. Fine. Who has answered those already? Okay, let me put type of candle. You should bring the image. Okay, nice one. I like it. Can you see? Can you see, please? Can we see? Hello?
Yes.
No, not.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, you can see.
Yes, we can see.
I want to. No, actually. Okay, I think. Okay, but can we see my mouse?
Yes.
Okay. So as you
Oh,
can see,
yes.
this big white candle, that's the bluish candlestick in which we explained the other time, and this is the bearish. So can you see? Do you know the other time I was saying the type of candlesticks we have? I was saying doji, dragonfly doji, gravestone doji. You understand? Ama, all those ones. Do you understand? So these
Yes.
are, I actually made use of. I actually made mention some terms, but they aren't in this picture. But right now, okay, let us say we have doji as a whole. You understand? So under doji itself, we have, okay, let me say we have one candlestick pattern, two candlestick pattern, and three candlestick pattern. I hope you are adjusting it down. So the first candlestick pattern,
Yes.
like a whole, that just one candlestick pattern is doji. An example is doji. So under that doji, we have the normal doji, we have the dragon fly doji, and we have the gravestone doji. The psychological meaning of this doji is that there's indecision in market. That is when the opening position and the closing position of a market are close to each other. That is, the real body are very, 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 very small. You understand? The psychological meaning is that when the be looking at my mouse, when the buyers, for instance, push to this particular price, understand, the sellers push down back, the buyers pushing up again. That kind of psychology means that there's no decision in the market. Like, indecision is happening in the market because we don't know who is actually, the pressure of who is greater than the other. They are equal. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
And once that is happening, it's just for instance now, maybe there is a pure water holding company. So for instance now, the rate of people that are buying and the rate of people that they are selling, they are now the same thing. They're not telling us that we should predict that okay, oh, like okay tomorrow who we have like we should know the like we should predict that okay between the buyers and sellers tomorrow who like how will I say it like we should just predict that the rate like which in which of the buyers and sellers will there be a greater rate tomorrow, that is maybe there will be a plenty number of people that are going to sell tomorrow, a plenty number of people that are going to buy tomorrow, and the information we had at hand is that today o indecision happened, that is the numbers of buyers are actually equal to the number of sellers. It will be actually hard for us to predict that kind of prediction because using the current situation we are in we don't know. But for instance if they say okay the total number of people that sold pure water today are actually more, if they are not telling us that we should predict tomorrow, we already know that oh definitely tomorrow the people that are going to sell to will be much or the people that are going to buy to will be much, depending on some certain conditions like I said earlier, because we are not going to be making use of only one confirmation to know what's happening in the market. But if indecision is happening, we don't know the move. It might even be stagnant like that for some times. For instance now if you check let me say if you check okay let's just we still come to all those ones. So that's a psychological representation of doji as a whole, you understand. So the dragonfly doji means maybe is the opening position started at the top, the sellers pulled down powerfully. You know the normal doji, the sellers pull the buyers pulled up, sellers pulled down, then the buyers are actually trying to pull up again. But the dragonfly though they have the same psychological thinking, and I don't believe that you guys should just put all the name of these things in your head that okay because I've seen doji the first candlestick. No, you might even know the name, but once you know how the psychologically how these candlesticks are working, then it will be actually okay for you. You understand. So from psychologically now this dragonfly doji and gravestone doji they have the same psychological this thing, and I'm actually talking about the psychological this thing. So the hanging man, in which some people also call pimba, some people actually do the mistake for hammer again. But you see these four candlesticks like this, are you seeing them?
Yeah.
Okay, the four has the same psychology as well. It now depends, you understand, because someone might just see a bluish pimba and you might because you just bluish pimba you are saying maybe the trend of the market wants to change. No, that means you don't even understand the psychological of candlestick. That's why I want to take my time and explain this, you understand, because I actually discovered that people are actually having problem with diarrhea because they've seen a reversal candlestick, they are taking it blah 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 blah. Okay, if you can look at this particular place I'm putting my cursor now, you know the market was coming down bearishly, the market was coming down, it was coming short, and when this candlestick
Yes.
happened, can you see the candlestick is the same as this one? Can you see?
Yeah.
When the candlestick happened, the trend of the market
Yes.
changed, the potential direction changed, you understand.
Yeah.
Yes, that was because let me now explain the psychological. Psychologically this is a bearish, okay let me say yeah this is a bearish candlestick. So what happened was like when the market pulled down to a particular position, okay let me make use of a chart. You've seen how the hanging man candlestick looks like. So now let me
Yes.
use the I want to make use of a chart to represent how things looks like. I won't take much of it. Let us say that this is a chart. Are you seeing the time? Let me stand. Like why then maybe because I'm have because of okay, can we see those four lines I drew?
Yes.
Okay, I've seen another arm myself. So see this compolo place I circled like can you see the candlestick I circled?
Yes.
Okay, now let's make use of that to explain what's actually happening in the market. Now I will explain a candlestick with a line chart. Like I will explain this graphically using a line chart. Then probably maybe we can understand. Is there anybody here that doesn't understand what we are talking about?